fantastic, Donna and Jeanette, if we wouldn't have to deal with diabetes anymore.
How can you avoid diabetes?
Well, by exercising, losing some weight, eat the healthier foods.
So so we can say exercising. Does that mean that if I walk once every 2 weeks, that's enough?
No.
No.
Have to do it every day.
And they say up to 30 minutes. We need to exercise 30 minutes. But they've also said now that if it's just like we could walk 15 minutes in the morning and walk 15 minutes in the afternoon, as long as we exercise for 30 minutes a day, that would be really great for our health. Okay? What about losing weight?
Eat the right kind of foods. Eat less. Eat more frequent, but in tiny meals.
Okay, that's a really, really good thing for everybody,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes.
It is, it is. And again, it is the right kind of food.
Not mashed potatoes. Not meatloaf.
Not French fries, not potato chips, not pizza.
Not Pepsi. Whoops.
And that's really hard in our world, isn't it? To eat healthy food, because it's so much faster to get, go through a fast food restaurant and get a hamburger and French fries and a pop. Or it's easier to go home and throw in a TV dinner that might be just has a lot of carbohydrates and not much fresh fruits and vegetables. We really need to change the way we think about the food we put in our mouths, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah, and we can help our friends and ourselves when we do that, because when we have potlucks, we've just had a couple potlucks with our chapter, and it's really easy. We get a lot of chips and a lot of rolls, but we need those relish.
You can skip by the chips and rolls and finish what you got on your plate.
And there are some ways that we can kind of tell if we're at a higher risk for getting diabetes. And what's the number one thing that most people in our country have a problem with now?
Smoking.
And drinking.
Smoking.
Okay, I was actually thinking of obesity, folks.
Obesity.
Yeah, we just all weigh too much.
Yes.
We're packing too many pounds around. So that's probably one of the biggest things that really hits our poor little pancreas, because it's trying to break down the food with the insulin that it has, and we're packing so much of this extra weight around that it doesn't have a chance. So probably obesity really is our biggest challenge. Also, another way that we can see if we're at a higher risk is if we have family members that have diabetes.
Yeah.
Now, especially that you had your mom, or if it would have been your dad, or a sister or a brother, chances are better that we could get it as well. But does it have to be that way?
No.
No, not anymore. Anybody can get diabetes, type 2 diabetes especially. Another way that people can sometimes get it is if you're pregnant and have a really large baby. It's called gestational diabetes. And that you generally have during your pregnancy, and once you have your baby, you're done with it. But it puts you at a higher risk of getting it again when you get to be at an older age. So that's another challenge. Another great thing.
Hypertension.
Yeah, hypertension.
That's what Ron's got.
High blood pressure, huh?
Yep.
And kind of the obesity, carrying too much weight around is also a factor that shoots up your blood pressure. So those are things we can take on, aren't they? We can just make ourselves healthier doing that. So we talked a little bit about eating healthier food. So I think the next section will really, focus on what we eat and how much we should eat.
Yeah.
Okay?